Hi, I'm going to talk about the Boss VE-2 Vocal Harmonist pedal. I purchased this from Anderton's online for £150. I'll begin by talking about my personal experiences using this pedal, then I'll talk through all the different features of the pedal, and then I shall demonstrate how I use the pedal in my personal setup. Okay, so based on my experiences, this is brilliant for when you're part of a group and there's someone who can't do a harmony with you when you really need there to be the harmony because they're too busy concentrating on what they're playing. So the fact that you can now just push a button and you can have that harmony come through, it's really helpful in a band situation. For a solo gig, it's brilliant because sometimes I feel personally that my voice gets a little bit too continuous and in a way boring, but obviously by having this that comes in, it gives you an extra dimension to work with. I've found that personally I don't really need the enhance feature which is on here, although it cuts through the mix. Essentially all it's doing is boosting the volume of the track. I also find that it boosts the treble of the track, which for me is quite annoying because it changes the sound of my voice far too much. I've also found that the pitch correction isn't that brilliant, it sounds a bit fake. The harmonies themselves, they do sound really good. It's surprising and a little bit scary how accurate they come through. You definitely have to do a bit of trial and error to find out which harmony setting you want for which song, and if you want two voices or one voice coming through. I have found that I do like to have the balance different for certain songs, which is something to be aware of when you're also having to change the key of the song on the key toggle, as well as having to obviously change which harmony you actually want to play the song with. So all of the three main dials in the middle, you're constantly playing around with them, and it's rarely ever the same for two songs. Functionally, it's absolutely brilliant. Push down and you've switched it on, push down again, you've switched it off. Pretty straightforward, not a lot to think about when you're also concentrating on a lot of other things. Right, we start with the echo dial, which has reverb and delay, and just delay. Then we have the balance dial, which has your direct input on full, or your harmony on full, or you can find just the trim and balance that you like. Then there is the octave dial, where you can choose from up to 12 different types of harmony. Then we have your key selector, where you can choose which key your song is in, and therefore the harmonies during that song will match the key of the song. You then have your memory button, which can remember up to 3 songs worth of harmony positions. Alternatively, there is the variation button, which will combine a variation of the harmonies and change them to suit throughout the song. We then have the enhance button. One push will turn on the enhancement. Another push will turn on the enhancement with pitch correction. You can run this pedal without the enhancement feature on. On the stomp button, the amber light above reflects that it is in standby. The blue light will signal that it's on. Push and hold for 2 seconds and this will bypass the vocal part of the pedal. For the auto harmonist feature, that will only activate when your guitar is plugged in. On the reverse, you have your output and input for guitar, your microphone input, the phantom power switch, your mic sensitivity, your headphones input and output, XLR out, normal and lifted, USB output, PSA adapter input, variation and memory input, and your power switch. Okay, so as promised at the start of the video, My next uploaded video, and I'll provide a link, will be a cover of Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, where I'll be demonstrating the use of the pedal within my regular setup.